Much. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a minute since I have used StreamYard. As you can see, first, I'm not on here, then I'm muted. Okay. It's just kind of crazy. But I'm excited to be here today because today we are taking the journey to Go Shop America. So I'm excited because this is a new channel that is going to be launched in October. And we're so excited for all the great things that are coming ahead with Zondra TV Network. So, this actually is a shopping channel. So, if you are a small business owner and you're looking for a platform to where you can get more exposure, then you might want to consider connecting with Zondra TV and Go Shop America. We also will be featured on Got One TV. So, this is a great opportunity for you as a business owner to increase your market exposure by simply being on TV. A lot of people think TV, that's just so expensive, but we've got some affordable ways that you can actually be in front of a larger audience, and you don't have to run into the expectations of having a super large inventory. So it's kind of a boutique setting. So we're really excited for that. So um, we have several hosts that will be in and out of this road to Go Shop America. Because again, we're launching in October, but we want to kind of just educate you about the trends and where things are headed when it comes to shopping. So, I am going to share my screen. Let's see here. I'm on StreamYard, so it's a little different. I'm going to share my screen so that I can share what Gary V is saying about what he feels is the trend of what's actually going to be going on when it comes to how we are shopping today. So we're going to listen to this quick little video, and then we're going to dive into some conversation around it.
Opportunity for many people in this room is live social shopping. Basically, I believe in the next 5 years, somewhere between 10 and 30 Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter will be somebody selling something live at that moment. So this is an enormously big economy. The human behavior on the other side of buying stuff in this environment is crazy. People spend more and will buy things in a live shopping show on social media that they would never buy on a website or in a store. The entertainment of it all, the hype of it all, the fun of it all. So the QVCification of social media is about to be a monster. The biggest trend.
All right. So you heard it here from Gary V. And if you're following him, he has definitely been very vocal about a lot of trends and things that he thinks are happening in the marketplace. So we want to take heed. But, the whole thing about shopping, it has changed so much. It used to be that you had to be in store in order to get the things that you need. Just here before I hit record, my husband and I were discussing how we needed paper towels. So he just says, Alexa, order paper towels. So you don't even have to always have a device in front of you. It's not like you have to be at your computer or on your phone ordering something. You now can even do it just voice activated wise. So this is really exciting when it comes to the idea that as a business owner, you don't have to all the time compete against the bigger competitors. You can begin to carve out your own audience as a micro influencer, and you can just put an opportunity in front of them where they can support you. You don't have to be in the same city, you don't have to be in the same state. You can begin to expand your audience to be global. And so that is what we're really excited about with Go Shop America, because it is an opportunity for you to to put yourself in that you want to be in front of. And so it's exciting. It's something to think about that's a little different than, going through the responsibility of having a specific brick and mortar location. You can actually just be in the comfort of your own home and collaborate with other people. So as a vendor on the channel, you can actually send in your products and we will have a host who will spotlight your products and give you the opportunity to be doing other things with your business, right? And not just having the responsibility of being the one who's always marketing and promoting your products. I don't know about you, but in the line of work that I do as a TV producer, a speaker, an author, a mom of 15 children, there are times that I just want to be quiet, right? I don't want to be the one always promoting my stuff. And I'm not saying that um we have to stop promoting ourselves. I think it's important, right? We should always be visible. We should always be in a situation where we're expanding our brand. But a lot of times what happens is we get tired. So we get tired and then we stop promoting. And so it's like this whole situation where you have to try to reinvent yourself or gain that momentum, because you lose it, because you get to the point sometimes where you are feeling like you just can't do it all, right? And so we want to stop us from doing those things. Hold on one second. This is one of my co-hosts. Hey, Zondra. StreamYard. Okay, I'll send the link to you. I send it in the email. Okay, well, I'll send it to you. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. All right, gotta love it. This is real time stuff, y'all. So I am gonna send the link to them through email. This is the whole thing with technology. You got to be in a situation to where you're able to pivot and able to work right through things. I think this is one of the things that makes us realize that, as a business owner, that we're human, right? These things happen. We have situations where things just don't end up the way they plan. I think about me being a mother of 15 children, and there are so many times that I feel like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I'm in this space, or that my kids are growing up and doing certain things. It's just it can be kind of overwhelming sometimes. But if you just take the time to pause and realize that we're human, right? Things happen and it's okay. We just have to roll with it and go with whatever comes up. So thank you guys so much for your patience. And I'm one that I just feel like, hey, whoever is meant to be here is here. That's just one of the things when it comes to building your brand, because, we can have this mindset of thinking that, oh, it should be this way, right? I'm thinking that it should be this way, that things should be done. But in the midst of things, we find out that sometimes things are not the way that we anticipated them as being. But that doesn't mean that we have to give up. It doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong. It just can mean that as we go on this journey, that things happen and we're now dealing with real data instead of the stuff that we make up in our head, right? I know for myself, that was one of the things. I would make up so many things in my head, things that wouldn't even happen, right? But it's me feeling like, okay, I'm doing something wrong, or I'm inadequate, or whatever the case may be. But we have to realize that, these are things that we can be making up in our head, and we can be making things a lot more challenging for ourselves than how they really are. Because once we get started and we just jump up jump out there and take those chances, we find out that it all works out in the end. Now, I think this is an important thing to bring up, and it's so relevant because a lot of times, as small business owners, we start our business, we have products and services, and then we're not even sometimes prepared for the growth that happens as a result of us just getting out there and taking a chance. And so, you can get the ball rolling with whatever it is that you're doing, and before you know it, you feel like you're so passionate about what you're doing, you just want to be in front of more people, right? You want to be in front of more people. You want to expand and have a greater impact. And so, what better way to do that than television, right? I think television is so important for us to consider. I know when I first started my journey, I would never have even imagined that I would be a TV producer, right? This is one of the things that I just thought, oh my goodness, TV, I just don't see how this is even playing into my story. But I have learned that it is about having the opportunity to share more about who you are and how you're serving in the world. So I have one of my co-hosts who has joined, and I'm gonna give her a few minutes. I see she is sharing the link with someone else. You gotta love it, you guys. It's a new month. It's new opportunities for us to not take ourselves so seriously, right? Because life is happening in the background, and a lot of times we can make things so much more stressful for ourselves than we need to, right? I went through 13 years of depression and got a lot more gray hair, I'm sure, see, as a result of the stress and anxiety that I was putting on myself, right? And so I have learned to stop, pause, smell the roses, and enjoy life and realize that I'm human. And it's about that humanity that allows me to be relatable to other people. So at this time, I'm going to add Zondra from Zondra TV Network on the stage. Hey, Zondra.
Hey, Lachelle. It's been an interesting Monday.
Interesting. Yes. So I just shared the clip, but before we get into the clip, the conversation around Gary V sharing about the trend of where he believes online shopping is going, please introduce yourself because we're taking this road to Go Shop America. So introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Zondra Evans, founder and CEO of Zondra TV Network in Dallas, Texas. And that's it. That's all. That's all. That's it. That's all I know right now.
I love it. I love it. And we have Mary Baker who is joining us in the audience. So good to
Hi,
see you,
Mary.
Mary. Please share this out because we're on the road to Go Shop America. So, Go Shop America, for those of you that are joining now, is a shopping channel that is going to be launching in October. So, we're looking for vendors, we're looking for shoppers. We're excited to take this journey. So, I shared the clip about Gary V talking about, online shopping, whether it's on Facebook, Snapchat, Amazon, right? All these different places. So I wanted to use that as a conversation point for us to discuss today. We're going to be coming every week talking about some other aspect of shopping online as we move forward to this launch. So I want to get your thoughts, Zondra, around, this whole idea of the personality behind the shopping, the fun and engagement. What are your thoughts about what Gary V has shared?
Well, listen, I think that there's a lot going on, and I think there's a lot of standard platforms that we've been using. We become accustomed to them. And I think that he's spot on with talking about how shopping networks are going to go through the roof. I think what we are here to talk about today is not so much just about that, but how we as small to mid-sized business have always been shut out of the possibility of an additional digital stream. And so Go Shop America is here because we believe that it makes sense for small to mid-sized business to have the same access as those, products that have thousands and thousands of units of each product line. What if you only have 10? Why shouldn't you be able to feature that on TV and access, uh, you know, um, potential clients that you wouldn't normally access, like on social platforms? So I think he's spot on. I think it's a big thing, and that's why we're doing what we're doing.
Love it. So I like the whole idea of small businesses now kind of leveling the playing field. So what are the benefits that people can get from connecting with this new channel, and what makes it different than what we might have seen in the past with online shopping?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on an interview now. Okay, I tell you,
You gotta roll with it, girl. Whatever.
we gonna roll with the interview style because I don't, whatever, we gonna do it. Um, Here's the thing. I think Go Shop America was designed from the very beginning. You know how I always say, begin with the end in mind,
Mhm.
and so for me, it's been all about leveling the playing field for people that look like me and you, whoever's watching this, right? That why shouldn't my product be featured on TV? Why shouldn't I be able to sell to a different digital audience than what's on social media? Why shouldn't I be able to be seen and have greater visibility than what I have today? And if you look at us being a global e-commerce society, you've got to be able to reach a global audience. And I'm not really sure that that's happening as much as we would like it to on social platforms. And so this is just another visibility strategy for your products that you have to offer. I also think that having small units or small lots. So for me, I think about, I've been talking to different people and they say, okay, I do custom boxes. No two boxes are the same, right? And so they may be similar, but they won't be exactly the same. Well, I think that there's something in store for people that have a boutique kind of image, right? That says, hey, this box is beautiful. No two boxes will ever be exactly the same. Why shouldn't you be able to feature that on TV? What if I only have 5 of an item and that's all I have? Why shouldn't I be able to have exposure to a digital stream like streaming TV on Roku, Amazon, and Apple? Why not? And so that's what makes us different. It's not about whether or not you have 1,000 units so that we can keep selling the same thing over and over again. It's about the uniqueness of your product and being able to give you the visibility that no other TV network is going to give to you.
Love that. All right. So we have our other co-host who has joined us. You got to love technology, right? All the little things that go on behind the scenes. For us, we're used to this with TV. It's like, camera goes live and it's like, hey, it's showtime. But so many things happen in the background. So we have Lene who has joined us. So Lene, please introduce yourself. And we're having the conversation around this whole concept of Go Shop America and how it's new for TV shopping.
Right.
So over to
Okay.
you.
Yeah, my name is Lene, also known as LB, but Lene Bell. I am the proud owner of Got One Television. That means God's over this one TV. I'm based here out of California. Again, a distribution partner with Zondra TV. And so what we're excited about the experience. And it's giving everyday people opportunity to be able to produce or actually showcase their content that probably they couldn't get to. And it's beyond social media, because social media does its purpose for just social media. But, when you can broadcast globally around the world and it gives you visibility globally, I think it's just something that needed to be done. And so I'm happy to be able to be a part of this journey and to be able to provide impact where else other people were unable to get to that, to be seen.
Love that. So we're going to just talk a little bit about collaboration because, when we're thinking about Go Shop America, we have vendors that have to collaborate with Zondra TV Network, with Go Shop America, with Got One TV. So, what tips would you give people around collaboration? Because I think a lot of times that's one of the pieces that we kind of feel like if they are shining, well, then where do I fit in? It kind of ends up being more competitive rather than collaboration. So thinking about how, all of us can rise together, so to speak, what tips would you give people about collaboration? We'll start with you, LB, and then we'll go to Zondra.
What are you referring to, collaborating together like Zondra and I are doing,
Yes.
or what are you saying?
So any business owners, because if they come to Go Shop America, they're going to be collaborating,
Right.
with these brands in order for them to grow. So what tips would you give business owners around collaboration? Because I think sometimes that could be a hindrance. I just think of my own journey. I had this idea where, I was afraid to be vulnerable and share with other people, thinking that they might outshine me or they're going to take my ideas and things like that. So what tips would you give them?
I would say embrace the experience. That's the first thing. And then two, what God has for you is for you. Three, it becomes a matter of how can you grow if you won't go? If you're not willing to expand, and even in the process, how do you then grow? Right? Because Rome was not built by just one person alone. It was built by collaborating with other folks. Right? There's vision and visionaries. You get multiple visionaries together. Just imagine how impactful that can be. Right? And then when you recognize the brand that you bring, that's what I love when we talk about brand partnership. When you are your own person, you get to be within yourself. And why are you looking at somebody look at you've been gifted with and shine your best in the areas that you've been gifted with in your collaboration? So then when both parts come together, they work in unison together. Right? So that's what I say. Don't worry about something being taken away. Look at what you can gain from it. Look at how you can grow from it. That's what I say.
That's awesome. All right. And you, Zondra, what tips would you give around collaboration?
Well, I don't know that I would say anything too different from what LB's already said. I think that brand extension and collaboration is extremely important to your growth. Here's the thing. There are audiences and there are places that you are not in today. You should be leveraging your collaboration and your brand extension to open doors for you that you would normally maybe not have access to. So that's the reason why you're doing it. You're doing it so that it is a cross promotional, cross calibration, cross everything that you're doing in order to lift and to grow. I mean, I just got off the call with with LB. She's technically savvy, but I'm more on the administrative side. Like I can put together some contracts, things. But so how do you come together? She can lift in that area and I can lift her in another area. And then that way we both are working together to build strength. And to me, even thinking about Go Shop America, what this is a brand extension. Got One TV and Zondra TV Network are very well known. And because we're well known and we're able to lift this new thing called Go Shop America, extend your brand to Go Shop America and start featuring your products on a regular basis in front of an audience that you don't have access to today. So that's the main thing. Either you want it or you don't. And so you have to want that. Yeah.
Love that. All right. Well, we have really enjoyed being able to come briefly. This is just a quick opportunity for us to kind of go over some things. We have Mary Baker, who is active in the chat, and she's sharing that people just don't shop at malls like they used to anymore.
That's right.
Online is the way that you do things. And so, it's kind of like the wave of the future. So, we do want to remind everybody that this is something new. This is an opportunity to get in on the ground level and begin to join the movement of Go Shop America. So you can simply go to goshopamerica.com if you want to learn more about what's offered and how you can get involved in what we're doing, because it is a great thing and we're looking forward to that in October. So we will be here every week, and I want to give the opportunity for you ladies to share any final thoughts before we leave today. LB.
You over to Zondra. Well, my final thoughts are this. First of all, if you do nothing else, you're listening to this, please go to goshopamerica.com. That's the first thing. And I'm telling you to go there because I want you to look at it. I want you to study it and look at what we're trying to do, what we are doing, not trying, what we are doing for small to mid-sized business. I also want you to do an inventory. I'm asking you to do your own self-assessment. You need to do an inventory of, is anything significantly different in what you've been doing over the last 6 months? If you've been talking to the same people on social platforms, Go Shop America is for you if you have products. Now, I say that because you want to at least get your feet wet in this digital lane. This is another digital lane on the digital highway. We are in an e-commerce society that is digitally based. So you got to start thinking about what are you going to do differently to create that exposure and to separate yourself from the gray and white noise that's on social platforms. So go shopamerica.com, do your own self-assessment. What am I doing differently? And should I be doing this if I've got products that I would like to move? Go Shop America is for you. Go shopamerica.com. I can't wait to see you.
Love it. And you brought up something great too. Today is Commerce Day. I go to my calendar, nationaltoday.com. And so it's Commerce Day. So it's very appropriate that, we're talking about this on this day. So LB, any final thoughts from you?
Everything Zondra said and then some, but do the reassessment, look at what it is that you're doing and see if you're ready and open for change, because you have an opportunity to move and flow and grow into looking at business partners or even looking at the collaboration, something that's foreign to you. Look at experience, and actually this is a way that you can get in that's cost effective. One, two, the opportunity globally, the exposure, yeah, what that looks like, and give it a try. Matter of fact, don't even give it a try. Just give it a go. And go Shop America. Amen.
I love it. I love it. Go Shop America. You guys heard it here. And Mary has a joke. She says, are we going to sell any robot boyfriends?
No, actually, it's going to be holograms.
I know
that man.
I know that's right. I love it. So it is so true. Well, you guys have heard it here. We will be back next week, and we'll be going more into what's going on behind the scenes of Go Shop America. We're really excited for you to join us on this journey. Remember to go to goshopamerica.com or just click on this QR code right here on my background because we would love for you to join the movement. Screenshot us, share us on your social media. We would love to get more people in the opportunity to be able to feature their products on Go Shop America in October. So we're looking forward to that. So she says, yes, holograms. Great. Let's go. Love it. Love the engagement, Mary. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to shout out, hey, just let us know. We will be having a thread of opportunity for you to ask questions, and we can answer them live on air. So each time that we post, when we're going live, you can put your question there and we can be sure to ask it live. So want to thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time on the road to Go Shop America. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
All right.